I had a dream that you were mine. You lit the flame right over the line on my darkest day.
I've known since 17, you and me are meant to be, and I can't say I understand. I just wanna hold your hand. I don't believe a diamond rings guarantee us anything, but promises hold us true. If I can't be there with you, then I'll stay till my breath goes away. I will stay till my breath goes away. I'll stay. We didn't have to fight to find this love we now call yours and mine. Oh, this love is beautiful. Baby, you are beautiful, and I'll stay till my breath goes away. I will stay till my breath goes away.
I woke up tired and blue, but then I peeked and saw you, ready to take on a day all brand new. You said, hey girl, it's time to eat, time for a walk down the street. Come on, let's live it with joy and with glee. You'll always be here with me. Your brown eyes looking into mine gave me hope, gave me a reason to rise up and shine. Your brown eyes saw me through the night, ever there by my side, the divine light of your brown eyes.
Quite a few years, haven't we?
Yes.
About 15 years.
That's brilliant. It's a library, yeah?
Yes.
The Christmas tree is nice as But I'm wearing it because it goes with the same colour, that's all.
Yeah.
There are some very nice tweed ones in the wardrobe. But, they're not for the Sykes of me. Isabel, how old are you?
Way and that way and come out of the bathroom. Where are you from? Lots of ladies.
He said everything was made up of atoms, and the other Greek philosopher said, oh no, earth, fire, water. He was proved correct.
Acorns.
Acorn tree.
What do you multiply that from? 100? 200? That sort of thing. When you look at the house, which was doubled in size between 1863 and 1865, with new wings and things like that, theoretically, that cost £70,000.
Laura, stay with me a while. Look at me and smile. I don't know what I would do with you around, helpless for the fire inside. Ember spring to life, a walk back, not against this swelling sound of music ringing in my ears, bringing me to tears. Beating drum is my heart when you're around. La da da dum dum dum. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. La da da dum dum dum. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Laura, stay with me a while. Look at me and smile. I don't know what I would do with you around.
Darling, I know it's hard to let go. Soon I will hold you again. Longer days when I'm away, but we'll both pretend to be bold. Darling, I've never been bold. Flowers you brought.
I'm not one of those who easily can open up and let somebody close. No, I'm not one of those who is the center of attention. I'm not one of those. No. Some people might say I am afraid, but I just do things my own way. I don't know why, guess I don't like people pleasing. And sometimes they don't see what defines me, but I don't need them honestly, cause I got you. Everybody else makes me feel small and odd and lost, but you're not like everybody else at all. You're the only one who makes me talk and walk so tall, cause you're not like everybody else at all. You're everything everyone else is not. You're not one of those who judge before they know somebody. I just feel at home. Yeah, yeah. You like to take this